Good evening. Welcome to Friday night under the lights here at the Aquatics GB Swimming Championships 2026. Now, doesn't that look inviting? The pool is ready. It's looking fabulous here at the London Aquatics Centre. We've had a fantastic week of action so far, and tonight promises to be epic. The racing's been phenomenal, and we've had a brilliant heats session this morning as well. So it's great to have you with us. My name's Ashley Wilmot, and we're going to start with the juniors this evening. So let's take a look then at the schedule and what we've got to look forward to. So we're going to kick things off with a men's 50-metre back. Then it's the women's 50-metre fly, and following that it's also the men's 100-metre fly. Afterwards, women's 100-metre freestyle, and then rounding out the junior and B finals, it's the men's 200-metre IM and the women's 200-metre backstroke. We cannot wait for what's to come. So, are you sitting comfortably? I am. Oh, it looks so good. The atmosphere is really building in here. It's time to say a very good evening to Andy Jameson and Dan Jervis. Hello.
Hello, Ashley. It does look inviting, doesn't it? It really does. I can tell you, it's actually darn cold. Racing temperature, when you get in there, it really it shocks you a tiny bit. It always looks lovely, but when you get in, it's a little bit colder than you would like it to be, although I think it's perfect racing temperature. And joined again by Dan Jervis, the Welsh rocket, the distance freestyle ace, Olympic finalist, Commonwealth medalist on that 1500 metres freestyle. Now, Dan, what do you think of the water temperature when you were racing?
Oh, it's pretty cold. Comes as a bit of a shock when you get in for the warm-up in the mornings and in the afternoon session. But when you dive in, because you're so focused on your race, you don't really feel it.
Well, you don't, but when you do get in, it's a little bit of Borodar.
Exactly.
As they say in Wales, apparently. Here we go, first race up. There's 12 finals this evening in this session. There's a B final, a junior final of each of 6 events. And first up is the junior men's 50 metres backstroke, and the fastest seed. I've got to tell you, what a meet he's having. He really is doing brilliantly well. That's the athlete from Cardiff. That's Benedict McCarthy. Sets a lifetime best to qualify for this junior final of the 50 backstroke. But Patrick Pagina of Eastbourne, 16-year-old, set a massive lifetime best on the 100, broke the national age group record and qualified for the European Junior Championships. That's on the 100. Broke it again on the 50, but he's not quite gone under the consideration time for the European Juniors on the 50 yet. Did on the 100. Time he's looking for 25.60. That's Repton's Jeremiah Carnegie. He goes in 9. 2 Repton swimmers, Martin Yankov in 3 as well. So let's see this 50 metres backstroke. Very good start right in the centre there. It is Pagina, and he's going well now. His 100 metres was excellent. He had a really good second 50 on that. Also going well is Sam Hall of Guildford in lane 5, and it's these 2 white hats in the centre. Pagina of Eastbourne in 4, Hall in 5. Let's see what the time is. 25.6 they're looking for. 25.68. Just outside that consideration time for the 50, but he's done it on the 100, so highly likely to be going to the European Junior Championships, the 16-year-old, and that's another 15-year-old's national age group record for the 50 metres backstroke. His second today. That's great. Well done, sir. 8 100s off his personal best there. Absolutely flying, and yeah, a great finish from him. Well, yes, 8 100s outside of the qualification standard, but it's a big lifetime best. I think it's almost 0.35 or so. Patrick Pagina wins from Eastbourne, 25.68, a new 15-year-old's national age group record. Samuel Hall second. Toby Nakamura drew third. Well, he got to about 20 metres and then started really putting on the pressure. Yeah, he had a very high stroke rate, especially going into that last 15 there, but his catch underwater was phenomenal. You know, you can spin your arms as quick as you can, but you're not going to get anywhere unless you're getting a good catch of the water. So 25.68, and I think the B finalists, well, they're not juniors. They're going to be looking at that going, my word, I'm going to have to step my game up here. Patrick Very quick indeed in that first final, the junior final, the 50 metres backstroke. Here are the B finalists. And Zach Speakman in 4. Sam Greenbank goes in 5 for Cockermouth. And Logan van der Meulen, son of Alison Shepherd, the great Scottish sprint freestyler. Saw her yesterday. She looks exactly the same as she ever used to. Amazing. Ageless. And Gary is dad. Canadian international. Lovely chap. Chirpy sausage ears. So here we go. The B final of the men's 50 backstroke. Zach Speakman's the fastest seed, 25.84, but he's just seen 25.6 from a junior. I'm sure that will spur him on, will it not?
That will, and I'm sure these lads were in the call room then watching the TV. There is a TV in there showing the live feed of what is going on in the room, and I'm sure these boys were all watching that. This is the men's 50-metre backstroke B final.
Fastest 3 in the centre lanes. 10 lanes being used. Logan van der Meulen in 3, Zach Speakman in 4, Sam Greenbank in 5. Evans is good in 6. Summer Nationals champion. Well, with this now becoming an Olympic event for 2028, I'm sure that with new training philosophies, these times will drop very, very fast indeed. And this is quick. Look right in the centre there already. Zach Speakman, such a powerful swimmer. His turnover is very fast indeed, but he does manage to hold water well. Also going well in 7 is Harry Turner of Swansea. Speakman at the moment, but Turner going well. Also coming back is Greenbank in 5. My word, it's close. Who's going to get it? It is Speakman. My goodness me. Well, it was Speakman from Turner from Greenbank, but really close. 25.80. 8.8 was second and 9.8 was third.
Zach led from the dive there, you know, using all of that 15 metres. You can't go past it. If your head goes past that red 15-metre mark, that is automatic disqualification.
Well, no problem with that. Absolutely flew down there. And some of these guys taking a couple of strokes to get into it. Maybe about 18, 20 metres, I suppose. Once you've done your 15 underwater, then you start setting the stroke up, and it takes a little bit to get going. But 8.100 is the victory. Speakman over Turner, with Sam Greenbank a 10th back from him. Evans and Brown and Robinson and van der Meulen after that. Wow, Dan, unless the backstroke's done. it's what, 3 minutes? Goodness me. Women's 50 fly now. 2 of those, a junior final and a B final. Love the 50 fly. It's over before you start. Interesting on 50 fly, I think the temptation is to just spin too much, just to try too hard, and you end up not holding any water at all. Phoebe Cooper, very good. Sitting Sheffield in the centre there in 4. Millie Harris in 5. Eve Whitley from Tilehurst going in 6. But a name that we keep talking about is in lane 3, Kate Schillinger of Repton. Just quietly keeps on performing really well. The 16-year-old in the centre in lane number 3.
Yes, the thing to do in fly is keep your head low when breathing. Some of these ladies will not be breathing the whole length. You watch the athletes, well, in the I nearly said Paris Olympics then. In the Los Angeles Olympics, a lot of the 50 fly swimmers will not take a single breath the whole way. And I think if you're going to take a breath, keep your head as low as you possibly can to the water.
I was speaking to one coach who was coaching one of the absolute world superstar men 50 metres butterfly swimmers, and he said he breathed. He breathed at 35. We don't practice breathing. It absolutely threw me. I looked at me like, what on earth are you talking about? But on 50 fly, the big guns don't. I would imagine these women will. Still quite a way to be strong enough to do something like that. It's the junior final of the women's 50 metres butterfly. Consideration time for the European Juniors, which is in Munich in July, is 26.7. That's very fast indeed. But Phoebe Cooper right in the centre with the red hat in 4. Also going well is Millie Harris of West Norfolk in 5. It's these two. I think it's a red hat right in the centre. She does have quite a slow turnover. Head down, really good. Oh, breathing with 5 metres to go. Is she going to spot the finish? She does pretty well. 27.13. So that's a full 10th of a second faster than she went in the heats this morning. Second, 27.40. That's Eve Whitney, and 27.41. Millie Harris was third.
Yeah, there was a quite slow turnover for a 50 fly stroker, wasn't it? But there in lane 4, Phoebe Cooper taking the win in 27.13. Eve Whitney from Tilehurst, 27.40, and then Millie Harris in 27.41. Phoebe Cooper finishing kind of on a half stroke there. Maybe next time for improvement, she can maybe try to spot the wall a little bit better and finish on a stroke extension.
Yes, and you can about 10 metres out. I mean, it does sound a bit weird, but about 10 metres out, if you've got your radar on and it's working well, you can judge how far you're away and then judge how many strokes you think you need to do to make sure that you finish on a full stroke, and just adjust your stroke a tiny bit, because it's so important to make sure that as the wall arrives, your hand's on a full stretch. That's a really good swim there from Phoebe Cooper. And a tenth of a second faster than she went this morning. Well, that was the junior final. Now we've got the B final. Some quickies in here. In fact, there's some swimmers, certainly in lane 3, who has qualified to go to the European Championships. That's Lauren Cox in 3, won gold on the 50 and the 100 metres backstroke. Did the qualification standard for Paris, so in winning and doing the time, she will go to Paris for the European Championships in August. Widows and Kinsman in 4 and 5 used to be teammates at Mount Kelly. Now Blythe Kinsman's moved on to Manchester Performance, but there was 1/100th of a second split between the two of them. My goodness me.
Yes, in Lauren's own words this morning, this is a fun event for her. So pressure off.
And she had a fascinating stroke, didn't she, Lauren Cox? She'll be in lane 3. Very high on top of the water. Like, I don't know if you've seen those water boatmen, the little beetly things that skate across the top of a pond. She was a little bit like that. Very high body, but extremely effective. She's the European short course champion 50 back. She's having a crack here at the 50 fly. Fastest seed is Holly Widows of Mount Kelly in 4, with her old teammate now of Manchester Performance, Blythe Kinsman in 5, and Cox in 3. And it looks like it is lane 4 at the moment, Holly Widows. Also going well in lane 1. One from the top there is Ciara Morris of Swansea. Lane 5 starting to come through now. The lead changing an awful lot. That's Blythe Kinsman, the Manchester Performance swimmer. Another quite long stroke, and she's not quite got the finish on the end of a stroke, but not bad. 27.14. Wow, it was close. 5/100 split the top 3. 27.14, 27.18, and 27.19 is Isabella Okari. She did well.
Yes, in these sprint events, there is no room for error, is there? Especially on the dive, on the finish, the stroke rate. Andy, you were 100 fly specialist, weren't you? 1988 Olympics, bronze medalist, 100 butterfly.
Indeed, I was. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I also tried to always have another event, because I figured if my fly wasn't going particularly well, it'd be quite nice to have something else. So I had a crack at the backstroke for a while, and then went to freestyle. Really enjoyed both of those. But fly was from the age of about 19 or so. It was my key event, but always had another one there in the bag just in case. I'm still a fan of that. If there's age groupers out there focusing on one event, I would say don't do it. Always keep 2 or 3 in the bag if you can, for as long as possible. You had a few, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I was 400 medley swimmer, I was a backstroker, and then obviously I became a distance freestyler. But now we move on to the men's 100 metre butterfly. Dean Fern from the University of Stirling's going in lane 4. Next is Samuel Sutcliffe and Ryan Hardy from Mount Kelly swimming team. They're having a good meet so far, aren't they, Andy?
Yeah, they certainly are, Mount Kelly. There's 2 of them in this junior final, the men's 100 metres butterfly. Alessandro Donofrio in lane 1, and in 3 it's Ryan Hardy. 2 Millfield School students as well. Colton Dorfeld in 8, and up there at the top is Xander Tovey in 1. Fastest seed, though, is Dean Fern. This is the 100 fly. He's the European junior champion on the 50 metres butterfly. He won that last year. He was on the left-hand side of that shot. That black hat's right in the centre now. Lane 4. Won that European junior title in Samarin, Slovakia. Open air. Beautiful centre that is. If you ever get a chance to go there. Absolutely stunning. right by the Danube. Gorgeous. Junior men's 100 fly final. Dean Fern, the fastest seed, in 4. Sam Sutcliffe of Ramsbottom in 5. Well, there's some big lads in here for juniors. There's 2 16-year-olds, a couple of 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds. This is, well, it's going to need to be pretty quick because the consideration time for European juniors is 53.20.
Yes, explosive start there from Dean Fern. He's led the first 25. He didn't breathe on the breakout, which is vital, because breathing as soon as you come out to either a turn or a dive kills your momentum straight away. And he leads the first 50 in 24.28, followed quite closely by Samuel Sutcliffe in 24.55. This is going to be a close one.
Well, he looks very good indeed off that turn, kept the momentum going, as you were saying, Dan, and he's starting to go now, breathing every 2 strokes, staying nice and flat. He's got to work hard here. He's the only one of the field with a lifetime best underneath that consideration time for European juniors. 53.20 is what they're looking for. It's going to be close. Is he going to do it? 53.2, yes. Well done, 53.02. So that puts him in serious consideration for that European junior team. It's not automatic, because they have a certain number of swimmers that they can take, and if more than that maximum qualify, then unfortunately they've got to decide which of them they're going to take. But it's generally done on how far underneath the consideration time you are. And Dean Fern wins the junior final, and he's done well there, 53.02. So he's 18 100ths underneath the consideration time. And
that's quite a significant amount of time over a 50. Isn't it? Dean Fern winning the men's 100-metre butterfly junior final in a time of 53.02 under the European junior qualification time. Sam Sutcliffe in 2nd position, and Ryan Hardy coming up in 3rd.
So that was the junior final. Now we've got the B final, and the juniors quick. 53 flat is fast, and just one of this field has got a lifetime best faster than that. It is the fastest seed. It's Jamie Robertson of the University of Stirling, who swam a season's best of 53.2 to qualify for this B final. And well, 8 of the 10 swimmers in this field swam either a lifetime best, a PB, or a season's best to qualify for this B final.
It just shows what you have to do in this competition to get anywhere. To get a second swim, you need to have a season's best. Just shows the standard that we've got here in Aquatics GB at the moment.
Yes, it does, and it's a really interesting point, that, Dan, isn't it? Because it has to be done in the heat. Season's best, you've got to get up and get going. Quite a few people go, oh, I can't get up in the morning, I don't swim particularly fast. Well, that's fine, but you could be watching in the evening. As simple as that. I mean, it's just brutal, but you know what it is. So if you don't swim that fast in the morning, get up earlier.
That's true. Swimming is a very individual sport. If you're not going to get up and do it, your competitor is.
Indeed. A little bit tough, but it's absolutely clear. And again, 8 of the 10 swimmers in this B final of the 100 fly, season's best or lifetime best in the morning heats. Well, this will be a fun one. This B final men's 100 metres butterfly. Fastest seed is Jamie Robertson of Stirling in the centre. Pretty decent starts, probably coming from 6 and 7. Callum Rose and Rhys Edwards, all very much in a line though down that first 30 metres.
Yes, the lads on the bottom of your screen there really have taken it out quite strong. Going into the first turn now does go to Stefan Krawick from the Edinburgh University in 24.69.
Well, that's fast, 24.6. He can go a 52 points off that if he can bring it home. His lifetime best is 53.8, so he should be looking very good here if he can bring it home up there in 2 in 1. Andrew Bertoli from Stirling also going well. And look at this, all in a line. My goodness me. Well, pretty much 8 all in a line here. Coming through now in lane 4 is Jamie Robertson of Stirling. Is he going to get it? I think he does. 53.24 wins it. From 53.39, Andrew Bertoli second, and Brodie Gordon-Gibson was third. So Stirling gold, Stirling silver, Edinburgh bronze. It's 53.2. Now, is that happy? Is it what on earth happened there? What was that face? Do a bit of body language reading for me, will you?
He doesn't look too happy with that, but I think Jamie shook his head. I didn't think he was too happy with that, but with a 53.24, that's not a bad swim for a 100 fly.
He had water in his ears.
He had water in his ears.
That's the way he was shaking his head. Aye. 53.24 wins it. Jamie Robertson, well done. Sterling, Edinburgh. But look at that, wow. Robertson, Bertoli, Gordon Gibson, Kraviak, Rose. Wow. So Scottish takeover at the top of the table there, isn't it? Look at that. Well, we've just had the junior final and the B final, and some really quick swimming. A final later on. The A final starts at 7:45 with the pre-game show, so to speak, at 7:30. Really looking forward to that. Junior women's 400 metres freestyle, getting more into your realms here, Dan. What will we be looking for here for these juniors in this 400 metres freestyle? We'll be looking for good pacing. You do not want to outpace yourself on a 400, and what I mean by that is you don't want to go out too quick. The way I used to swim a 400, I always like to negative split it. That means my second 200 was always better or quicker than my first 200. And you tried to do that. Was it actually the case when you looked at the numbers? Was the second 200 faster than the first 200? Always, without a doubt. Really? For me, yeah. Every time I've done it, even if I was trying to do it or not, that's just the way I swim it. That's extraordinary. Because I know lots of people try and do that, and that makes them work that second 200, and that's a great idea, but I didn't know people actually did it on a 4. It's because that's the way I used to train. We always used to descend the second half of a main set. You were good. Women's junior 400 metres freestyle final. Evie Mackey of Lanark is the fastest seed in the centre. They had a really good start. Look at that. She's got about half a metre lead straight off the dive. That's incredible. Yeah, she wants to, I think she wants to swim this race on her own, Andy. I think she wants clear water in the lanes to her side. Now, that's exactly what I would want to do. I would want to just get out, get ahead of the rest of the field, and just swim my own race. 28.77 to her feet on the first turn. That's pretty quick, actually. Yeah, hold on a second, though. If you want to get out there and get clear water, how can you do a negative split? Or are you going to do it as well? You want both. You've got cake and eat it, have you? Well, sometimes these athletes, you just got to react to what the rest of the field are doing. Obviously, you've got to go into every race. You've got to kind of be like a horse, put blinkers at each side of your lane and just swim your own race. But you've got to react to the rest of the field as well. Because if someone in the lane next to you goes out, you don't want to leave too much. You don't want to let there be too much space between you and them, so you haven't got time to catch them up at the end. Well, there's no catching up for these two at the front. I've got to say, they really are working well down this first 125 metres. Evie Mackey of Lanark in the centre. Very good in lane 4, and also going well with that red hat of the City of Liverpool. That's Kerry Henney. And started off really well. Just starting to move up onto the shoulder of Evie Mackey in lane 3 is Alice Forrest of Derwent and Gateshead swim team. She's looking pretty good at the moment. She is looking pretty good, and all the girls there going under the 5-metre flags for the turns. Now, as a distance swimmer myself, that is the advice I would give to them. Try to stay underwater as long as you can, because the longer you spend underwater, obviously the more oxygen you're exerting, but also the more you are underwater doing fly kick, that's the quicker you are, because there's less resistance against the water. Well, that's the 200 metres turn. These turns are pretty good. We'll have a good look at the next turn. Dan, maybe you can talk us through one of those, but that's 206.2 at the halfway for Evie Mackey, and she's going well. Now starting to be pushed in lane 3 is Alice Forrest of Derwent side. So Mackey in 4. Forrest in 3, still going well is Kerry Henney of City of Liverpool in the red hat closer to us. But, right in the centre there, still really looking good. Have a quick look at this turn for us. How many kicks underwater? 2, 3, 4, not bad. 3, 4, I used to average about 2 kicks per turn, and you look at Katie Ledecky does no kicks per turn. Yeah, but she's the fastest ever above the water. And she's just phenomenal, isn't she? I mean, it is quite interesting watching many of the distance freestyle men now, and particularly the Americans, very, very good on the underwaters. And it's really working around the world. It is that fifth event, the fifth stroke is the underwater. Let's have another look here. 2, 3, 4. That's very good indeed for the leader. That's Evie Mackey. Great discipline off the walls, and she keeps taking maybe 10, 12 centimetres off the field, and that adds up.
Yes, her personal best in this event is 4:17, so she's looking like she could actually get a personal best in this. The European Junior qualification time is 4:14, so she's going to have to really push this last 75 metres.
Well, she is. That's a big ask to go 4:14. It's not impossible, but she's really going to have to bring it home in about 29 seconds, I think. That's probably a little bit too much. And now starting to come through in lane 5 is Abby Roscoe of Wirral. Well, she was very comfortable down the first 100, I have to say, but she's picked it up, wound it up. She's a great 800 freestyler, 1500 metres freestyler, junior medley swimmer as well. And Roscoe starting to leave Mackey, so it's Roscoe and Forrest in 5 and 3. Roscoe's closest to us from Wirral. Alice Forrest still going well in second place for Derwent's side. Really well-timed swim, this. Gracious, that was a great swim. 4:16.5. So it's just 2 seconds outside the European Junior consideration time, but it's a good swim from her. 4:16.5, right on her lifetime best. Well done, well done. That's Wirral Metro's winner, Abby Roscoe. Second was Alice Forrest, and third between the two of them, Evie Mackey.
Yeah, that was a good race between those middle girls. Abby Roscoe, Alice Forrest and Evie Mackey. And here we are, the result of the junior final for the women's 400-metre freestyle. Abby Roscoe taking the win in 4:16.59. Alice Forrest 4:17.67, and Evie Mackey from Lanark in 4:18.72. Very close between her and number 4, Rose O'Brien. Just 13 100s. That's nothing over 400.
It's one extra butterfly kick underwater. Maybe. In a streamlined position, done well. I mean, it's not necessarily the case that the longer you stay under, the faster you go, because you could just lie there, couldn't you? I mean, you could just lie there and go nowhere. So you really do have to get the underwater position, the beautiful streamline, really tight, and really get that whip kick going, fast and powerful. Women's 400 freestyle B final. Sophie Benn goes in lane 4, the fastest seed from Mount Kelly. Jessica Smelt goes in 5 at Loughborough University. Megan Barnes is second Mount Kelly swimmer in lane number 6. Another City of Liverpool swimmer. They've got a great distance programme, City of Liverpool, haven't they? A young lad, young junior, I think won the 1500 metres freestyle. And I think he might have qualified for the European Juniors, if I remember rightly. Certainly a great swim it was. It's the B final of the women's 400 metres freestyle. Sophie Benn with a lifetime best of 4:13 and a season's best of 4:13. And if she does that, I think she's going to win it by quite a way. She's in lane 4 and looks very comfortable down this first 25. Just starting to find a rhythm. How long does it take to get your rhythm on a 400 metres freestyle? I mean, you settle into it quite quickly, or is it maybe at 75 to 100 metres to get settled?
Oh, you want to settle into it as quick as you can, because 400 metres, it's not that long a race. I know to the sprinters it seems like you're in the water for a long time, but it's actually not. You're only in there for about 4 minutes, of course. But if I was in there now, I would have already found my stroke there, definitely, especially on the first 75.
Well, she certainly looks comfortable to Sophie Benn. She's got clear water out in the lead. Also going with her 2 lanes down from her is her teammate Megan Barnes. So the Mount Kelly race strategy very clear. Get out there and get out there well, nice and comfortably. And these two, what do they go there on the 100? 60.5 and 60.7. So pushing it reasonably well.
when I talk about finding your stroke, what I mean is finding the rhythm, finding your leg kick. So I obviously used to have a nice steady 6-beat leg kick, and then I always used to breathe to my right.
Yeah, just get that rhythm, get it going really well. So these two right in the centre here. And lanes 4 and 6, the two Mount Kelly swimmers. Often the big guns start going at the halfway, and this next turn is going to be the halfway turn. Megan Barnes leading for Mount Kelly in lane 6. Sophie Benn right in the centre in 4, with Emily Johnson just starting to make a move in 3 now, just moving up to the shoulder of Sophie Benn. And also between the two leaders, Jessica Smelt going well. So this is the 200 metres turn, the halfway turn, 2:05, something like that, 2:05.5, 2:05.7 second, 2:06.4 third. Now, this is the stage where I have to say, when you're watching the Olympic finals, the big guns go into that last turn. So don't wait to turn on that wall. Don't wait to push off the wall and then go, because if you do that, they're already gone.
Yeah, as a distance swimmer myself, I always used to push the third 100, because in the 400, you have the 100 and 200 athletes stepping up to the 400, and then you have the 15 and the 800 athletes stepping down. So by the time you get to the third 100, the 100 swimmers and the 200 swimmers sometimes have given too much. The distance swimmers have a lot left in the tank because of their aerobic system, so they've got it to push on the third 100.
Well, as chairman of the Sprinters Union, I'm hoping that the sprint guys are way out there in front and they can't get caught up. This is good, though. This is interesting. I love these tactical races, I really do. Megan Barnes, well, she's taken the lead after about 100 or so, and she's working well here. 2 lengths to go in this B final, the women's 400 metres freestyle. Megan Barnes in 6, in 4, Sophie Benn. But now the field's starting to have a crack at her, Sophie Benn. There's Smelt in 5 between those two leaders, and Emily Johnson up there in 3. So Sophie Benn just getting challenged here, and Megan Barnes with about, 60 metres to go now. Has she got anything left? This is going to be really interesting, last the length and a bit.
Well, she's looking like she has got something left. She's definitely taken... she's definitely put her foot on the gas there in the last 25 metres. She's going into this last length now in 3:44.16. She's looking strong. And I think she's going to just power into this final 25 now. I don't think she's going to be caught by the rest of the field.
Well, I'm not quite sure, you know. Megan Barnes doing well, but Jessica Smelt of Loughborough having a crack at her here. She's breathing away from her. Megan Barnes breathing towards us, and I think Jessica Smelt's seen her. Does she have enough left to catch her? This is going to be very tight indeed. Great battle for 3rd and 4th, but it looks like Megan Barnes is going to get it. She does by half a second. Barnes goes 4:16.0. Jessica Smelt 4:16.5. And then really close between Emily Johnson and Sophie Benn in 3 and 4. Just goes the touch to Emily Johnson. And, well, that would have got them fastest qualifier for the A final. That's bizarre. I suppose the only thing was it was very cat and mouse in the heats this morning. Those women didn't need to go that quickly. So it was like Freya Colbert will be in that A final. They were just looking around and almost doing a training set. It was extraordinary. Freya Colbert's 200 freestyle. Wow. 154.3. British record. Damn, that's good.
That is good. But Megan Barnes was also good in that race. Andy, she took the win in 4:16.02. Jessica Smelt in 2nd and Emily Johnson in 3rd. Yeah, I think Freya was having a bit of a training session this morning, just getting ready for tonight, wasn't she? She was swimming easy, she was looking long. Obviously, we say she was swimming easy. She was obviously putting quite a lot of effort in, of course, because she had a brilliant time, but she didn't want to exert too much energy this morning because she knows she wants to be in that middle lane and she wants the best chance to win that gold tonight.
Well, she certainly is in a good lane. I think she's in lane 3, maybe? Lane 3 or 5. I'm not sure she's in lane 4, but anyway, she's got a centre lane. And speaking of a centre lane, look who's in this one. Aaron Bissett of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. What a meet they're having. My word, they are. And he won the 100 metres freestyle junior final in 48.7. 48.7? No, 48.87. 48.87 for a junior. And that's 18. Remarkable stuff. He's now in the junior final of this men's 2IM. Went 2:01.90, lifetime best to qualify. But I'm sure he'll be going to the European Junior Championships in Munich this summer, in July. And first, second and third guys in that final were very, very fast in the juniors. And there was a junior in the big final as well. That was Gabe Shepherd of Leeds. So if they all go to the juniors, that relay is going to be something special. Men's junior final, 2am. Aaron Bissett, the brilliant sprint freestyler, in lane number 4. Let's see what his fly's like. His fly's pretty good, actually. Look at that, the black cat in the centre. Gracious, he's off.
But he has got a personal best of 2:01.90. Done that this morning. Already under the European Junior qualification time. Obviously, he's got to do it again tonight. But to do that in the morning, Andy, a morning swim, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, it was very good indeed. It's impressive, and he's having a good attack here as well. Good fly, very good underwater, and I like the attack on his backstroke. I know, slightly unfair, but I'm guessing he's not going to be that great a breaststroker, because normally fly back and free, you're very good. And if you're anything like I was, shocking breaststroke. And interestingly, there's a chap called Hubert Koss, who's Hungarian, and he thinks he's the world's best fly back and free medley swimmer. Well, a nice idea, but you've got to swim breaststroke as well.
Yes, so many individual medleys are decided on the breaststroke leg. Fortunately, we've got Duncan Scott. He's brilliant at all 4.
Well, he certainly is. And look at Wilfred Lee of Millfield going well closer to us. There is the leader. That's Aaron Bissett of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson in the centre, going really well. But that white hat of Wilfred Lee's chasing him. Well, it's been a bit unfair to Aaron Bissett. His breaststroke's not bad at all, you know. Look at that. Very good. Well, we know he's got lightning freestyle, 48.8 for 100 free. So he's turned about 1 stroke ahead after the breaststroke. This is all over, surely.
Yeah, it's interesting who takes it out first and then who's conserving. It looks like he took it out and he's just still got the energy to finish this race. He's going into this last 25 now. He's looking strong. He looks like he's not giving this win up to anyone.
You know, when I said it was all over, I think I might have been a little bit premature there as well, because Wilfred Lee's having a great crack from Millfield in 6. Bissett, I think, is going to take it, but this is a really good swim. Well done. 2:01.9. Oh, he went 2:01.90 in the heats this morning, and he's gone 2:01.96 in the final. So very, very consistent. Great swimming. And, well, if it wasn't a lifetime best this morning, that would have been a lifetime best tonight. He's a big boy as well. Look at that, Ewan. Don't mess with him. But the European Junior Championship consideration time is 2:02.5, and he's just gone 2:01.9. So 0.6 of a second underneath that European Junior consideration time. Did it on the 100 free. Now he's done it on the 2IM. And I think the second place swimmer as well, Wilfred Lee, he's done it too. 2:02.43 against the target of 2:02.57. Well done. There's a junior in the A final as well. So it's not all over yet. They may end up having more swimmers qualify than they have places that they can allocate. So then they're going to start doing it on how much below the qualification time you do. What percentage below the qualification time do you actually achieve? It's pretty brutal. Do the time and then you don't get to go if you only just make it. But then be the rules and crack on. It is what it is, Dan.
It is what it is, but these athletes, of course, do want to get on that team. The European Juniors is a fantastic competition for a lot of athletes. It is their first time on the international stage. But we now move into the men's 200-metre IM individual medley. Toby Godsell from Bath Performance Centre going in lane 4 here.
Yeah, Godsell's been swimming well here. Lifetime best to qualify, 2:01.91, which I think is pretty much exactly what that previous that junior final was winning, wasn't it?
Also in this race in lane 5, we've got Alexander Casey. He was 5th last year in this event.
Yeah, 5th in the A final. And there he is. I'll tell you what, he's a big unit too. No wonder the cameraman he jumped through the shot. He must be about 6'6". They breed them big these days, don't they? Wow. You don't mess with him. It's Toby Godsall right in the centre, Bath performance. So Luke Ibbotson in 3, Toby Godsall 4, Alexander Casey in 5, Loughborough, Bath, Loughborough. Starter not happy with something, so just standing them down. Stood them down pretty quickly, which is good. Not quite sure what it was, but they're just resetting now. These are the things that can knock you sideways if you're not ready for them, so mentally you've got to prepare for that. Watch people like Adam Peaty, it just won't rock him at all. He'll just stand back, take it in his stride, crack on. It's the B final of the men's 200 medley, and the fastest seed is Toby Godsall at the Bath Performance Centre in lane 4.
Yeah, he's taken out stronger, so is Alexander Casey. As we said, he was 5th in this event in the A final last year in a 2:01.13. This morning, swim a 2:03.22, so he's not that far off. I think he could go that time tonight.
Well, he's going well, certainly the centre lanes in 4 and 5. Those 2 yellow lanes, the top one of the 2 is lane 4, and the one closer to us is lane 5, and those 2 guys leading pretty much. Certainly in lane 4 is Toby Godsall. It's hard to see from the angle we're sitting at, but it looks like lane 2, Jacob Arman, also going well. 10 lanes used to lane 0 at the top. That's Finley Davis, Cameron Rapson in 1, and then Jacob Arman going well in 2. But first to turn at the 100 metres on this B final of the 2 AM. It is lane 4, Toby Godsall of Bath Performance.
It's always important in the IM to work your best stroke. So for me, freestyle was my best stroke, and breaststroke was my worst stroke. So I'd have to really push on the fly and back, because I know I was going to drop back on the breaststroke, but I knew I was going to catch back up on the freestyle.
Well, the breaststroke's good here from Godsall. The Bath Performance performer, and he's performing well, isn't he? Look at this. Also, a really good breaststroke up there in lane 2 is Jacob Arman of Swansea. So 50 metres to go. Great turn from lane 5. Wow, that's a fantastic turn closest to us. He must have made up about a quarter of a metre, but that's really important. Alexander Casey of Loughborough in lane 5, having a good old scrap with Godsall. Godsall's freestyle looks like it might be slightly better, but look at Arnhem up there. Arman in lane 2, he's also having a crack. This is very interesting. It looks like it is going to be Godsall. His lifetime best 2:01.91, and he's going to be right on that. 2:01.21. Well done. New lifetime best for Toby Godsall to win the B final, the men's 2 AM. Second was Alexander Casey. Yeah, well done. Yes. Shows your guns and then blows a kiss. Not too bad, that. Like that.
That was a good last 50 there, also from Jacob Arman. He was really catching up Alexander Casey every single stroke leading into that finish. But Toby Godsall, what a swim. 2:01.21 to take the win there. And here we see the result of the 200 IMB final. Toby Godsall taking the win, 2:01.21. Alexander Casey, 2:02.21, exactly a second behind. And Jacob Arman in 3rd position, 2:02.32.
Well, that was good for Arman, I have to say. Lifetime best for him as well. Very good swimming with Godsall. He's just walking past us now, and it's just gone dark for a second. He's huge. So that's the B final of the men's 200 IM. Now we're going to the women's 200 metres backstroke. The last 2 events in this junior and B final session. And here are the juniors for that women's 200 metres backstroke. The time they'll be looking for, 2:13.3. That's very fast. It's quite a lot faster than their lifetime best, so don't expect too many to go too close to that in this junior final. There are 2 juniors in the A final, and they both just outside the qualification time after the heats this morning, but very capable of doing it. So let's hope someone gets close to it. It
is a hard time, Andy, but there's so many times this week, or on day 4, we've seen someone every day have major drops. Someone can do this time.
Absolutely right. And if you're ever going to do it, come to the London Aquatics Centre, swim in the final session. Totally prepared, be ready to go, know what you're going to do, get in and do it. Simple as that. It is the junior final of the women's 200 metres backstroke. Fastest seed is Amy Jones of Leatherhead. Hallisey of Newcastle swim team in lane 5. Possibly the best start actually in lane 6. That's Fenella Woodies of Repton. Again, Repton keep pumping in the semi-finals and not semi-finals, the junior finals, the B finals, and plenty in the A finals as well. Having a good meet there. Jamie Main doing a good job at Repton. Well done, sir. First over on that first 50 is Amy Jones of Leatherhead.
Yes, she got to the first turn there in 31.69. All the rest of the field do look as if they're in a line, but the importance in this event is not to go out too quick, because backstroke is a very painful last 50 if you pace it wrong.
It is. It really is. I mean, it's interesting because if you pace any race wrong, I suppose, too fly, too breast, too back, too free, they do hurt. But particularly, one of the challenges on backstroke is if you do tire badly, particularly your legs, if your legs sink, at the moment they're nice and flat, but if your legs sink, then your head's up, your legs are down, and then the body position is just not hydrodynamic or aquadynamic or whatever the right word is, but it's just not a really good streamlined position. Your feet are down and then dragging yourself through the water. It's brutal. You
want to be as streamlined in the water as possible, and as you said, if your legs go down, you do start swimming and feel like you're in an L shape.
You certainly do. This is going well here. It's certainly going well for Amy Jones. And two swimmers leading, and leading well here. And forward is Amy Jones. Fenella Woodies of Repton also going with her and going well. And good turn there from Jones in the centre. And it looks like she's got quite a lot left here. She's a 16-year-old. We'll just have a quick look at that European Junior consideration time. It's fast. It's very fast. 2:13.3. It's not impossible, though.
It's not impossible. I think she's going to be there or thereabouts, maybe a little bit off, but she is going into this very strong. She's swimming in the centre of the lane, which is ideal. You do not want to be near that lane rope, because if you touch it, you can come to a dead stop. So it is Amy Jones, the time, just outside of that consideration time, 2:14.01. So she's only 0.7 of a second outside. Well, that's great. Her lifetime best was 2:15.2. And she's just gone 2:14.0, the 16-year-old. Well done. Great swimming. That's really very good indeed. Amy Jones wins the junior final, the women's 2 back. New lifetime best by 1.2 seconds. And, I was scared that European junior consideration time. That's very good. Well, a time of 2:14.0 is actually faster than both the juniors who qualified for the big final, the A final. So that's very good indeed. At the moment, she's the fastest junior with 2 juniors in that A final. Amy Jones wins it from Fenella Woodies second, Jessica Hill third. 3 100s split third and fourth. That's Jessica Hill and Evelyn Hallisey. Very good swimming.
This is the women's 200-metre backstroke B final.
And now we move on to the women's 200-metre backstroke B final. Millie Wells from Loughborough University in lane 4, Susan McNair in lane 3, and then the other side, Sophie Shaw in lane 5.
So Sophie Wells is the fastest seed. This is the B final. It's actually the last race of this session. My word, it's gone quickly. It really has. Just 49 minutes in, and this is the last of the 12 races that we've had. 6 events, a B final and a junior final of each. And then the A final session will start for able-bodied and para-athletes. Will start at, the pre-game show starts at 7:30, and then the swimming will start at 7:45 sharp. But lots of fascinating chats and previews for those finals starting at 7:45. You in the studio today, Dan?
I haven't been told yet. Don't ask me that on air, Andy.
Sorry. Well, it's James Guy and Garrett Evans, two proper superstars. Jimmy Guy, my word, that guy is evergreen. If he should be the definition of evergreen, that guy. 3:44, one gold on the 400 freestyle first night. I think it's the second fastest time he's ever done. Last time he did it, I think, was 2015. Maybe 2017. Anyway, utterly stunning. 2016 trials. There we go. Thank you, JB. So the B final of the women's 200 metres backstroke. Millie Wells of Loughborough University is the fastest seed. She went a 2:16.2, which is a season's best for her in the heats this morning. And it'd be great to see her go somewhere close to her lifetime best, which is just 7/10 of a second faster than that. She can certainly do that in this final.
Certainly can. And coming into this first turn now is Scarlett Major from Swansea University in a 31.80. Very close between her and the next lane to her, lane 5, Sophie Shaw. Just 3/100ths in it after the first length.
Yeah, Sophie Shaw actually just starting to pick it up a little bit. This is impressive from Sophie. The black hat in the closer to us of those two yellow lane lines. Not quite sure who that is. Hard to tell from this angle, isn't it? But interesting stroke. Very still head, which was nice. And this, the halfway turn, the 100 metres turn. What's she going to go? 65.2 or 3 or something? 65.37, 65.9. That was Scarlett Major in 6. So it's 5 and 6 leading at the moment. Also going well up there in 3 is Susie McNair of Stirling. But this is pretty impressive swimming at the moment for Sophie Shaw. I'd love to see her really push it now and try and break the field on this third 50.
Yes, I think so. She really is pushing this third 50. She's extending her length in front of the rest of the field. But going with her is Scarlett Major. I know Scarlett. I've trained with Scarlett for a long time, and I know she has been working in training on the back half of the 200 metre backstroke. But Sophie Shaw goes into the final length in a 1:39.54.
So 1:39. Well, if that last 50 is anything to go by, that she can go somewhere around 2:14-ish.
She does look as if she's having a bit of a battle with the lane rope there, Andy. And as we spoke about already today, the lane rope, you do not want to be on that too much. If you're doing backstroke, the ceiling in this pool is quite hard to follow, so you've got to look at the lane rope in your peripheral vision.
Yeah, well, if you have a battle with the lane line, it always wins. 100% of the time, it's brutal. But this is a really good swim from Sophie Shaw of Manchester City, Manchester Aquatics. Great swim from her. Sophie Shaw wins at 2:14.7. That's excellent swimming, a big season's best for her. 2 seconds season's best. Excellent swimming. So Sophie Shaw wins the B final of the women's 200 metres backstroke. Second was Scarlett Major, 2:16.2, and 2:16.7. Third was Millie Wells of Loughborough University.
Sophie Shaw, 2:14.75.
Such a great opportunity for all these swimmers, B finals, junior finals, to come back in the evening and experience the finals pressure and just go through the process, learn how it is. So maybe in the year or two at the Olympic trials, they'll be right on it.
And I can't think of a better place to do it. Sophie Shaw winning that B final there in 2:14.75. Scarlett Major from Swansea University in 2:16.26. And Millie Wells from Loughborough University coming third in 2:16.72.
Well, that's the end of this B final and junior final session, and 12 races done, and again more and more lifetime bests all across the pool. So that's the end of that one. But join us again at 7:30 for the pre-game show, and we've got Jimmy Guy in the studio, and we've got Garrett Evans after that incredible 200 metres breaststroke that she swam last night. 2:19.1 was just brilliant, massive lifetime best, and breaking the British record by pretty much a full second. So join us again. It's, what is it, about 35 minutes from now. Join us for the pre-game show at 7:30, and then swimming will be starting at 7:45 sharp. Really looking forward to that session. But for me, Andy Jameson, until 7:30, it's goodbye.
And for me, Daniel Jervis, I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.